Hard living by the book when you don't know the author. It's like, they want us to live a certain way. They want us to live like, like blue collar or so. It's like we don't even know who the motherfuckers created us. We don't even separated us so far. It's like, how we gonna live by the book? We don't even know who wrote this motherfucker.
Yeah, 100%. And then you say, but then you gotta like read between the lines, like
they ain't gonna tell you nothing. You gotta see it for yourself. You gotta read between the lines if you want to prosper. Like that's the stay into the book.
Young bass guy, and I'm bass with the Martians. Martians.
Alright. It's your boy, Mars 3 times. This is the Mars File. We are live on 180 Radio right now, powered by Dash Radio. And today I'm here with Huey Briss.
Good, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro, you just dropped regardless on what, the 15th? Mm-hmm. The video came out the same day, or?
Yeah.
Okay, and shit's fire. I feel like it's a little different from maybe some of the other stuff you did. I mean, do you feel that way?
Yeah, man. That was more of a compromised track. I felt people didn't really felt like, I had the energy, but I didn't have like material too much.
Okay. Well, before we get too much into it, you brought some people with you.
Yes,
Want to introduce them?
Oh man. Seafood Sam's in the building.
Yeah, north side.
T-Rex Global's in the building.
Woo! You can move the mic if you need.
Yeah, move the mic over to talk. And then my boy Red Bag. Look out for Seafood and Red Bag music, man. They got some. You got some here?
Yeah.
They got some shit, man. Some crazy shit, man. Yeah.
For sure. So before we get into them, let's start with you. I kind of want to get like literally like your whole story from the beginning. So first of all, like where were you born? Where are you from?
Northside, Long Beach, California.
Northside, Long Beach, California. So
Memorial Hospital.
Okay, so what was it like? You grew up there too.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up in Northside, Long Beach?
It was different, man. Cause the East Side had more of a reputation. They had popularity, Snoop and all that.
Okay, so Snoop's on the East Side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a little different being from the North because we couldn't really like enjoy the same things they had over there.
It was like that. It was real separate.
Couldn't go to some parties up there, like just because one of those.
Yeah. What causes the separation?
To be honest, motherfuckers, moms and dads grew up with each other and they leave from different hoods and then now they don't fuck with each other and it's just like you just hear stories like you don't want to go over there.
Yeah.
So, right now it's like
So I don't want to be asking too many questions, but is the gang culture really prevalent over there? So is that stem like that's something that's
98%.
Okay. Is it hard to like grow up there and like stay out of gangs, or is it easy? Like how do you navigate that?
Everybody from Long Beach pushed one gang at one point or another.
Like that?
Yeah, it's like super influential.
Yeah.
It's because everybody's like, it's just like in the water.
I don't know, like that's why I'm asking. You know what I'm saying?
Like growing up out there is like eventually you hear enough people doing it, and it's like 100,000 people in the city gangbang, you go to school, and the candy lady gangbang, and everybody got their own little thing. It looks like they part of a little family. If you young and you like, you're very naive, you don't really know like.
Yeah, maybe you're like
these motherfuckers is really paying all kind of dudes just to get cool with these motherfuckers. You think it's
just regular.
But luckily, like I stayed out of this. My dad was really dog shits, so it's like. If I did gangbang, I either had to be from his hood and he would find out, or if I was from anywhere else, that's kind of like.
Yeah, did you grow up with both your parents?
I did. It wasn't together.
Yeah. Yeah, that is different. I mean, how does that affect you? Like when you see your parents' relationship, does that affect like your relationships with people?
Yeah, it makes me like younger. I wanted more attention because I wasn't getting that equal amount of attention. So you was recording other ways. And now that I'm older, it's like trust. You can't really trust too many motherfuckers.
Yeah. Because I mean, you've seen it like firsthand.
Motherfucker will leave his own seed because of a relationship or something.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else that wasn't that would do it to be quicker.
Yeah.
It's kind of roll with it.
Yeah. So you kind of stayed out of the gang culture and did music help that?
Nah.
You
seeing niggas get shot at that. You want to gangbang, you got two options. You want to get shot, or you want to shoot a nigga and go to jail.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's influential, like, it's culture.
Yeah.
In a very small neighborhood.
No, that's crazy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I kind of grew up in the suburbs, you know, so I've never really like been exposed to something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like my mailman gangbang.
That's real fucking real.
But the real gangbangers, they not really. You can't tell. They're just like fucking mechanic by day, gang member by Sherm.
Longo's a black man.
It's a different world. Like everybody is a part of their DNA. So it's like it's kind of like right now if we all gangbang and then we were like doing this jazz radio on the north side and then like somebody saw somebody out there, they would pause this interview and deal with what they got going on. Because it's like, because you don't know what he about to go through now. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's a different like look over your shoulder type mentality. But if you're not looking for that,
It's not
you're not gonna find it. Go to Bellflower, go to Lakewood, go to Dixon, go to St. Mary's. You don't gotta do that.
Yeah.
Everybody that I know that gets in trouble for gangbanging, they chose to do that.
100%.
Even if your family was in it, you still could have went football left.
Yeah. And, I mean, from what I understand, your dad was, so you were able to like stay out of it.
I saw it from all angles.
Yeah.
So I can speak for long space of time. Gangbangers like,
If I play sports, I'm a gangbanger for sure. For sure.
That's great. So how did you end up getting into music?
2011, I stole a sidekick that had the river currency on it, and I was like, damn, this is dope. And then I showed my friend Malcolm, and he was like, yeah, this is dope. So I got the currency. Then we had put instrumentals on an iPod, and then because my phone was weird, it didn't play music, it was weird. So I had to like listen to instrumentals over and over as I walk home. You know, you can't just like go home with no music, so you start freestyling, and then like we battling as we walking home. I was like, I'm better than them. Like, I was like, I'm better than them.
Yeah.
I'm with you, you know. Like, I was just like, I gotta like. After like 10, 15 people tell you like, yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. No, so, okay, so real quick, I met y'all at the No Number thing, it was probably actually up the street from here. I met y'all one time before, but I don't know if we like, I was drunk and I don't know if we really like picked up. But that was actually the day that I got this job, which is crazy. So this is the day I got this job and like, y'all just like had like a vibe about you, you know, y'all were in the middle of the dance floor, like really turning up like that. So it made me pay attention to y'all. And then you dropped Gil Scott Never Lied. And I was like, wow. Fucking wow. And I want to play it real quick before we get on. I want to play it real quick just so everybody else can like hear what I heard. Holy shit.
Yeah. I appreciate you for playing that.
No, that shit's fucking amazing. I got so many questions about it. First and foremost, though, who's Gil Scott?
He's a musician from back in the day. He died white. He's not white. He died from back.
Was he a jazz musician?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was super hard. He like spoke on like Black revolutionary shit, like Detroit fires and Detroit shit, and I don't know. He was deep. But he had a song called "The Revolution Won't Be Televised." That was like his most famous shit.
Okay.
Kanye liked him a lot.
Okay.
That's how like I got real familiar. I heard his shit, and then like I heard Kanye. He was on this like "Who Will Survive in America?" Who will survive in America? That's him.
Okay.
So he's a deep cat.
Yeah, for sure.
Earl
And that was
fucked
the sample at the end.
Remember when Earl was like, "Tell Heron, put my fist up." That's what we talking about. Gil Scott Heron.
Oh, okay.
So he's been in here. He's been in hip hop for a minute.
Definitely. And then you say like a couple things in there that are like I guess controversial.
Yeah.
But like not to just focus on that.
Yeah.
Like the bars in there are fucking crazy.
Thank you.
Like you said, what'd you say? You said something about reading the book. How are you gonna read the book if you don't the author?
It's hard living by the book when you don't know the author. It's like, you know, they want us to live a certain way. They want us to live like, you know, like blue collar or so. It's like we don't even know who the motherfuckers created us. We don't even separated us so far. It's like how we gonna live by the book? We don't even know who wrote this motherfucker.
Yeah, 100%. And then you say, but then you gotta like read between the lines, like
yeah, they ain't gonna tell you nothing. You gotta see it for yourself. You gotta read between the lines if you want to prosper. Like
yeah, like
that's to stay into the book. My concept is saying they're never gonna give us nothing clearly.
yeah.
Everything has to be like red, blue, red pill, blue pill.
Yeah, just like the way you put that together though is fucking amazing.
I appreciate you.
And then you say you'll never do a GJ Vlad.
Ever.
Why? What's the? I mean, I'm honored that you're doing an interview with me and you
It's
won't
corny.
do one with Vlad.
It's corny.
You don't like him?
Just to me.
You think he's a cop?
I don't know.
Seafood Sam's over there.
I don't know what he is. I know he hasn't been DJing a lot lately.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel that.
That's just, I don't want to hear, like if I sock a guy on the street, that really happened to me. I don't want to hear a nigga like try to market it for views. Like,
I feel that. I think at one point maybe, but I don't even know, honestly. Now that I think about it, I've never seen him on any type
No
of
Vlad party.
And then you say you'll never do a track with Lil Xan, so I guess
ever.
there's bad blood with you and Lil Xan?
Nah.
Not even? Nah. It's just like
not like what's his real name?
Diego.
It's no beef with Diego. It's just Lil Xan.
Got
like
you.
just him.
Got
just
you.
His catalog.
Okay, so
Just
do you feel like there's like a place for somebody like Lil Xan in hip hop?
No.
Why?
Because if I don't like him, then I speak for the culture, for real.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, like, KRS-One doesn't like him. And I mean, who cares what KRS-One says? But it's like, God damn.
But no, I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand it.
It's like, Jordan don't like you. We're not going to just let you in the league that easy. Like,
Yeah.
like, it's a very competitive sport. And I spoke up on him. I saw him after it, too.
Very competitive.
I doubt he's heard it because he was off too many Little Xans.
Who are some of the people that influence you? Because obviously, like
DJ
Quick. Actually, I remember seeing that you were in a record store.
Yeah.
And you were saying that DJ Quick is like,
Yeah.
what does DJ Quick mean to you?
I don't know. I feel like he never really cared about rapping. Like, he just wanted to make sure the beat was so hard. And when you have that, like, freedom, you just say whatever the fuck you want to say. And then, like, that just, as a kid, it just, like, his voice tore through the beat so clear. The beats was so funky, but gangsta. It wasn't Snoop. He wasn't trying to be like, yeah. Like, he was like, and then I walked into the, he was just, like, animated a little more. And,
Are you a fan of Snoop?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I love Calvin.
Okay. So you like DJ Quick? What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Being that like the state of like rap music right now is it's kind of like not making music that you're making, more or less. You know, do you feel like you're fighting like an uphill battle in that sense?
Nah, I fuck bitches. A lot of them underground hip hop dudes, they don't fuck bitches, so they're just like worried about what rappers are doing. So
Yeah.
me personally, I don't really care about like how you say this. Like, I don't really care about like the stats anymore. Like you told me that it affected you in a way where you wanted to like call me to interview on a broadcast where that camera's there, my brothers is here. Like, that's why you make music. You know, like when you first started making shit, you didn't really give a shit if you went platinum, really. Like,
Yeah.
You got hopes. Then the closer you get, you're like, wait, this shit could really happen. That guy's doing it and that guy's doing it. And then you forget why you're doing it. And then your fans eventually just Tribe Called Quest you.
Yeah. I mean, has that happened to you at all? Like, have you gotten lost in the numbers, or it's just never even phased you?
Oh, like end of last year, I was worried about bullshit, bro. Like worried about who I was signing. That shit means nothing. You still gotta do everything yourself. You still gotta write it out. If you don't wake up every day and do something, nobody gonna be in your ear. Trust me, I've tried to help artists. I've tried to tell niggas how to do it. It's no formula. You just kind of got to do it and be 30 years old and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not going platinum.
Yeah. I mean, what I mean, so like what changed it for you, and then like what?
I'm a bit more cynical when it comes to music now that I have like a media outlet, you know, and I have like, I can see where shit is going. I've never been a person that like to dwell on where things were. I like to take things forward, and like through my company Safe and Sound, I feel like I have more of a chance to help more people than like featuring them on a song. I could give you like a platform like you're doing with me, and a place to promote your platform so everybody can make their own machine, and then we could go to the machine with the machine, and then they have to pay us, and if they don't, we're gonna take all the cool people with us, and now you're gonna suck dick.
Yeah. So what's Safe and Sound?
Safe and Sound is like this media company I started because of me not having a DJ Quick CD, forced me to kind of like go in like CD dig, and I brought my cameraman with me. We'd made one episode. We was looking for the Safe and Sound CD, couldn't find it. So the whole show, it started based for the show, and then now it's like a big platform company where we have like No Plastic Online, which is like a kind of like a Dash Radio, but they work with VPN. They're gonna bring their network over to Safe and Sound. We're doing shit with Foot Locker, where we're about to go around and do a skate tour and like document it. So it's really like all based around content, but giving. When people say they're gonna give you a platform, they always say it, and then like they all in the camera and they do it. You know, it's not about me. It's more so about like exploiting your talent and like bringing it on all content. So it's like a podcast, a a media show, kind of like Viceland kind of ish. And then we have like a development company, which I just made official. So it's like I'm gonna bring artists over, you know what I'm saying, and actually develop them and actually give them outlooks. Like now that I, you know, like I could bring them to this and do shit like that and actually give them like, cause there's no, I can't put you on, but like if your shit's good, like you say it is, and you really feel like it's tight, if I show 1 million people, like that's why I like putting my music on No Jumper, because you see the real people. Like those are the people. Like they don't give a fuck about me. Go on every No Jumper comment and see what they got to say about Briss. So it's like, can you do that on your own? Can you bring what you're doing to different platforms and get big? If not, you're never gonna get big. You're always gonna be wondering why didn't I really go hard?
Yeah, no, definitely.
So I mean, that's where Safe and Sound came.
How do you set that up? I mean, like,
it's easy. You just have an idea and do it.
But like getting like deals with Foot Locker, like
that's easy. Because I foot-heeled every deal that's been having. I pigeonholed them and forced them to fuck with me, because when I do shit with Champion, Nike, all these other people, when you put that on your resume and you bring that to somebody and they look at the ROI and they look at analytics, most people they're not keeping track of their analytics. They don't know how much posts they do a day. They just posting a picture hoping they get some pussy. Like when I post, it's like I'm actually looking, okay, I have 3,000 people. So when you bring that to a corporation, it doesn't matter if you do 10,000. As long as you're conscious of where you can go and how far you could go, get cool with a motherfucker. Like every time you follow somebody, you be like VP at Foot Locker. That's really the VP. Like he didn't just put that in his bio to look cool. Like that's really him. Like DM him and tell him what you want. Like, but luckily for me, I'm handsome, so she DM me and we kind of did it like that. But like overall, like doing one cool thing leads to 100 other cool things if you know how to market it and don't let people forget you did something tight.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, have you always been like this business minded?
No.
So like what changed? Like how did you get to this point where you're at now? Because I mean, honestly, like even just like hearing you say some of that stuff is like I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know how to take it to.
You're there. You just.
I feel lost sometimes. I'll be honest with you guys. I feel a little lost sometimes.
We all do. I'm lost right now, but it's not about being found. It's about finding like shit to help other people. Like once you realize this shit is like,
I feel like you got a clear vision in your head though.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you gave me $1 million, I for sure know what to do with it right now. Like at this point in my life, that's how I know I'm about to get it this year. Like I know it because it's like I know how to articulate to a motherfucker what I'm gonna do with it.
Chick-fil-A.
Once you know how to do that clearly, you'll be okay. Like that's everybody though, but that happens at your own pace.
I mean, how did you find clarity?
Because I was broke as fuck and all I did was rap, and I hang around with people that like I was hanging around motherfuckers I was really killing. Like, you know who Buddy is?
Yeah.
Like he's fucking killing it out here.
Yeah.
Do you know how bad he's killing it? Like this, I grew up with this man. Like these are people I grew up with that literally inspire me. You know who Vince Staples is? Fucking killing it. Grew up with these people. Like these are people that were like right there. So it's like when you are seeing people like that you know don't have more brains than you, you know they don't look better than you. No disrespect to the homies, but it's like we all got the same shit. What the fuck? Why? What's mine? Why am I not? And it's like, okay, like I'm not on the same path as that. Like I'll be known at the end of this for like somebody that like opened up a door for the nigga that was that nigga.
You don't feel like
I'll always be that nigga, but I don't need some people need the
attention.
Yeah, I don't really need it. Like there's the whiz and you have your currency. Yeah. I'm like right in the middle.
Okay.
I'm like whiz with some things, and then I'm currency with other things.
Okay. So your relationship with Buddy and Vince, like that's just like you guys.
We're cool.
Grew up around like this.
Everybody just from this had the
same north side, Long Beach.
Everybody was over there. Some north sides right by Compton. You know, these are legends. Like these are niggas from my area that made it out of my area.
Yeah.
Like this is scary. Like to think there's people that me, Buddy, Vince, we all have friends that are in jail like that. We're probably
mutual friends.
Had better opportunities to get out than we did. We just so happen to just not be fully invested in bullshit early. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see Tyler the Creator clicking up with Converse, it's like why not have the confidence to go click up with Foot Locker? Like why not tell them exactly what you want to do
and how you want to do it?
And how you want to do it? Because most people say we'll go shoot with a brand, and they wouldn't even talk to everyone in the room. They don't even know who's who. They don't even know what this light man does, and what. That's why that lady gave me a car. She don't know she know now though. You feel me? It's just like shit like that. So it's like overall, you just gotta be prepared because when you're around that nigga, you'll never know who's saying you're dope. Like you never know. Yeah. Like after this interview, you might tell somebody like, "No, this dude's really dope." Then I meet up with him, and he says I'm dope, and now he says I'm dope now. These motherfuckers think I'm dope. They just figuring out how to spend some money on me. They're just like, we're gonna figure it out. We don't know. You know, that's really the goal.
Yeah.
Just to have a grip of hedge fund people and silent investors want to spend money, and I'm picking and choosing which ones I want to fuck with.
Okay. You just told me. I mean, I don't know if you really want to talk about it, but
Now, we can get down and dirty.
so you just fired your manager.
Facts.
What happened? We don't gotta talk about it.
Nah, we don't gotta get specifically, but and I fired a lot of people, not just that. Like, but overall, like, a lot of changes about to happen with me, and it's like when you are going through these changes and when you really are finding yourself, you realize what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Like having a quote unquote like manager doesn't work for. It's not working for me. That shit don't work for some people.
Yeah.
You know, like some paces I like to work at, some things I like to do. Like I need a manager that's like almost like you're the Ezra, like TK's manager. He's like fucking like 20 years old. Like I need a manager that's like in the field, in the culture, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that'll really go to these events with me and
put you down and just basically like a copy of yourself.
Basically, it's like, you know how big sharks are in the water, and then they got them little sharks that go around and clean up for them.
Yeah.
Like, why does that little shark always with that big shark?
Yeah.
I'm the big shark. I just need a little shark to just go around and clean up and make sure nothing happens around me and get the number to the guy. And
Yeah.
you know, I don't need nobody to represent me.
I feel you. I mean, how long of a chance did you give him though? Because like I have a similar problem where, or maybe it's not similar, but I have a problem where I don't trust people. Like not trust people like if I ask somebody to do something and like it takes like longer than like a week to do it, I'm like already over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how much of a chance do you give somebody before you're over it?
My situation, like my dude is more professional than your average person, so it's like he gets more leeway. And honestly, I didn't give him a fair shot to like really do everything he had to do. It's just like hearing me speak on my vision earlier. If I wanted to execute that the way I wanted to do it, like when I look back in 10 years on that, I'll be like, yeah, I definitely made a good choice. Like I definitely made it official on my own.
Definitely.
You know, and like I was down to partner up with people and do what I had to do, but like overall, like this is, if you don't have ownership in something, you'll always just work for somebody.
100%.
That's cute. I mean, it's cool to work for somebody when you're 40.
Yeah. Not really.
Elliot on the video, man. Shout out to Elliot. I bought you a churro in your trip. Shout out. Yeah, that was my shorty.
So who was that other dude on the song?
Nico Beats, the legend.
He's from Long Beach also?
Nah, he's from Chino Hills, some shit like that. Far. Fresno.
Okay.
No. Riverside area.
Okay.
Over there.
So you got who do you got next to you again?
Seafood Sam.
Yeah, north side.
Red bag, the big bag.
Solid. So you guys want to talk about some stuff? Let's talk about it. How do you guys all know each other?
Oh,
all
man.
you guys.
Me and Briss met in like 9th grade and at Baby Jordan, and we got like the same first name and whatnot. So after that, once we found that out, we just clicked up ever since. And then like after high school, I ain't seen him after like 2 weeks after high school, where like after it started, he just disappeared. I don't know where he went, but then we end up linking up.
Where'd you go?
Like
What year was that?
that was like 9th grade.
Man.
Yeah,
I
he
got
just
kicked out.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I got kicked out. I got into a riot.
Yeah, but we used to hang out. Then I know where he disappeared. But then we end up linking up like I want to say like 2-3 years later, and then we've been linked up ever since. Like hitting everywhere, and it's been like how it been.
Redback.
Oh man, I met Briss like around the same time he kind of got around into music. That was kind of around the same time I got into it. And then a couple years later, I ran into this guy. Actually, a mutual friend of ours linked me and Seafood up and was like, yo, you should work with this dude. And then ever since then, like, besides music, I just been riding with these guys.
Word. And y'all all make music, Seafood, you too?
Yeah, definitely.
What's your sound? How do you describe it? And who's the most fire out of y'all three?
I don't know.
It's all different.
Everybody
all different.
good.
That's
Everybody
weird.
different.
That's a weird question
Yeah.
because I think he's more fire.
Why?
But
Just because if he could go so other places. Like, I'm too scarred. I only make like
it's like real weird. Yeah, like
I only come from one.
it's just like more like emotion. Like you can, like I don't know for me when you driving and you listen to Briss, it's like more like like I don't know. It can be revenge. It can be like I don't know. It's just something in you that make you just like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like as far as Redbag, he's more like he that bounce. He just gonna get it lit. Like I'm talking about, you just want to jump around. You feel me?
Carefree.
And me, I just be. It's more like reality mixed with like fairy tale. I talk about shooting a gun, but then walking on water at the same time. You know, like so it's like it's.
It could be a movie.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So are you guys all solo artists? Is it like a group or?
Yeah, we also.
Just Rule Swallow Us is just what it is.
It's too much weird shit.
It's
with
too
the
much.
groups.
Yeah. So we all individual. We just
just
like
all
Y'all just
fucking with
rock
us.
it with each other.
We just know who's on my side. I know who's rocking with
Exactly.
me. I do my thing and I come rock with my boys.
Some shit pop off. I know who got me.
Yeah.
100%.
But it ain't no group thing.
Okay. So Briss, you got albums coming out. I mean, you just dropped a single on the 15th. You got an album coming. Talk to me.
I'm gonna get my catalog up, man. We got Ash Lightly, Sidekick Files is out, Black Wax is out. Then I'm gonna drop Grace Park Legend. I'm gonna have a lot of different features on there. I'm gonna branch out. I'm gonna try to get Buddy on there, get some heads on there. I got an album with Jody coming out. Me and Icy Toy got a lot of music. Oh man, I got a lot of music in the cut, but I got some shit with Giraffe. Me and Giraffe got some shit. But as far as projects goes, man, Grace Park Legend, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be more introspective. I'm gonna be coming from a different place, and it's not gonna be no like, it ain't pretty much. It's not gonna be nothing like Black Wax or nothing like Gil Scott. It's gonna be like on that. It's gonna sound more like Strings of Life. Like if you got Black Wax, like listen to that song Strings of Life with me and Seafood. It's the whole album is like that song, but like bigger.
Okay. So you like kind of took that song and dissected it.
Yeah, that was my favorite like song. That song almost didn't make it, so I was like, damn, like I almost didn't put that song on there because it was too short, and I was like, damn, like nah, I'm gonna just put it on there, and then that ended up being like the third most streamed song on there. So I'm like, all right, I see how this works. Like, whatever song I don't like the most, that's the one.
That's the one that works.
Yeah, that's the one. So like, if I don't like it, put it out.
What advice would you have for somebody like who was in your position maybe 5-6 years ago?
Trust yourself. Write it down. Spelling is like ink and spelling. That shit is big. Like that shit's real. Like not your notes. Like you gotta write that shit down. You gotta like look at that shit every day. Like it's really no real other way to get it but that. Like you could. That's basically like what prayer is. Like everybody says the same thing differently, but it's like manifesting the universe. All that shit is just writing some shit down and looking at it every day and saying, oh, damn, I gotta do it. Like it's like if you put it on your refrigerator, you're gonna see it every day and you're like, damn, I gotta pay that car bill. Damn, I gotta pay that light bill. So when you say gotta pay that light bill, it stays in your head. Gotta pay that light bill. So when you're outside, you think about your wallet and you're like, nope, gotta pay that light bill. It's the same thing about if you want to dream. Like it's like, nope, damn, gotta buy them KRKs, gotta buy that mic. Nope, I seen it on my wall. Nope, can't spend money on weed today. Gotta get that mic. Then you end up getting smoked out all day. And then you feel me? Like shit just work like that if you really focus. Like the universe has a way of rewarding you for like taking a risk. And like that's the best advice.
And this ain't no bullshit either, because I've literally pulled up at his house and smoked numerous blunts with him and seen different shit on the walls, and then like come back the next day and it's scratched off. Like it's still up there, but you know, it got the X through it, and it's like 4 things under it, and then until they get erased, and it's like a new thing up. But really do it though.
He inspired me to get the whiteboard, so I got a whiteboard with like all my like task list and stuff like that. Helps a lot.
He been pushing us to always like write that shit down and go get it. So.
Yo, do you read a lot?
No, I live.
You live?
Reading is like when you're kind of unsure of something, like, damn, I'm about to go be a doctor. Let me read all these books.
Yeah.
So you know what you're doing. You don't really need to read about it. You could read other people's perspectives. Like, say, like, when Nipsey was first creating, like, the marathon concept, he read a book because he was like, I need a concept for this.
But you can learn from others.
Yeah, you could just look and be like, okay, he got burnt. Let me not go over there.
Yeah.
But if I do write a book, I want to do it the boss way. Like, have an old white man in the cut and I'm just uttering things and he's writing down the shit that America would like, absorb. I'm not gonna bring up that gang member situation, but we're gonna touch on it a bit.
If somebody's never heard your music, what's the first song they should listen to? What's like the best intro to Huey Briss?
Shit, Gil Scott Never Lied, man. bump that. You'll be all right. Then go listen to Brains Out.
Brains out.
Sidekick Files. I hate that song. But go listen to it. You'll know me.
Solid. You got any shout outs or anything you want to say before we wrap it?
My mom, my dad, Kayla, El Hapo. Who else do I genuinely want to shout out? Like, who deserves this spot in history? Shout out to Mars.
Shout out to you, bro. I'm really excited about your music. I'm really excited about all you guys. You guys just have like a special energy.
Yeah, man. It's called being specially broke. When you special broke for a minute, you kind of could be like, all right, I appreciate like the little things, and then you get rewarded for appreciation and shit.
No, I feel that. Honestly, like moving to LA, I feel like I kind of like found myself like from being broke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's honestly the first time I ever moved out, and like I come to LA. You know, I don't really know a lot of people. I have a lot of time to like focus on myself and just be broke and sit in the house.
And when you get that little bag, you be like, tuck 200 away.
Yeah,
You learn
fast.
you learn plenty lessons when you penny stretching.
yeah.
Ooh, shit.
That's a bar.
He said it.
That's a bar.
He said that.
Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap it?
Shit, Dior Velour on the way.
Big bag, small world.
What's the first song we should listen to from y'all two also?
Pass the Sticks.
Pass
Big
the
bag,
Sticks.
small world coming soon.
And mine would be 96 Moesha from Dior Velour coming out real soon.
Solid. What's the Instagrams and Twitters before we do this?
At
Huey Briss.
At Seafood Sam.
At Red Bag Records.
Solid. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mars. 1 a.m. Shout out to Jules.
Shout out Jules. Shout out 1 a.m. Shout out Dash. We're out.